Alright, so for this example, I will actually be showing you how you can use the Pitch Fan to find trades in Confluence if you cannot find the trade direction. So this is for GBP CAD. Now as you can see, I anchored my fib from here to up here and then down here, and these are the settings that I'm using for it. Now if you guys find any better settings, please let me know. I like messing around with the Pitch Fan, it's pretty cool. So as you can see here, price broke through the Pitch Fan, right? Didn't even bother retesting it. It just, if anything, the retest was around this candle right here. When it broke through it, price rejected right off of the Pitch Fan line right here, and then continuing in the upward direction. So what did price do? Price swept some of this liquidity, reacted towards an area down here. You could even say that there was an order block down here that it reacted from. And then what did it do? Started going up. And then when it started going up, it created that break of structure. So we have a sweep followed by a break of structure towards the upside. And we know we're bullish because of what I just said earlier about the Pitch Fan. So what we want to do is wait for price to create some kind of major pullback into our fib. We're gonna wait. Okay, perfect. So when price created that break of structure, it did with so much volume that it left the fair value gap behind. So price tapped into this 4-hour fair value gap, tapped us in right here, right? Take profit up here. You know I love my take profit up here. Why? Because it's just safer, because you never know when price is going to reverse on you, and you don't have to be in the trade too long. Now obviously from what you can see here, price tapped us right at our take profit, literally right where we needed it. Now I'm pretty sure if I would have held, I don't know if I would have hit TP. Okay, yeah, so actually, yeah, so if I would have held all the way up here, I would have been fine. But you want to get out right here. Okay, that is where you want to get out. That's the sweet spot, because you never know where price is going to reverse, and you just don't want to hold it that long. Okay, so now on to the next example. All right, so for this example, we actually won't be using Pitch Fans. Here we are on USD JPY. Now you can obviously tell that USD JPY has been pretty bearish for a while. Now what I noticed here was we have a change in state of delivery, and I'm expecting, right, for price to reach the 0.75 level here. So I just look for some extra confluences to get into a quick counter trend trade. And obviously I'm not going to hold it for too long, because at the end of the day, I don't know if price will actually reach this level. So what did we see here? We saw a change in state of delivery. Price swept some liquidity, followed by a break of structure. And even though we didn't really have any fair value gaps, I thought it was perfectly fine. Even though, yes, we had a fair value gap up here, but I didn't really care too much about marking it up, since I prefer my fair value gaps to be right under the 0.75. But if you guys care, you can mark it up yourselves. It's up to you. Now price came down, retracing to my 0.75 level, tapped me in, and wrote it up to my take profit. Now obviously, guys, from what you can see here, price eventually did tap into my 0.75 fib level to go down and hopefully tap into my take profit level that I have on my overall market structure. All right, so it's really that simple, guys. You don't actually have to go above another time frame if you don't want to. This is another way that you can actually trade without having to do all this multi-time frame analysis if you just want to keep it simple. But there are many ways to trade with this strategy. You can use many other confluences if you like. This is just one of the ways that you guys can trade with it. Alright, so for this one, we'll actually be using an indicator that you can find in the description down below. We're just going to have it set up to these settings. You can copy all these settings, just pause the video, and just keep it at 1 week. So here we have USD Mexican peso, and real simple, guys. What this will do is highlight all the candles in a weekly range. So really, you could just set up your fib along with the weekly ranges. Now I did get missed on a few of these entries. Like I got missed on this one. Wait, my bad, I had it from here, I think. Yeah, I had it from here to down here, and I got missed. I could have readjusted it to this one, but didn't work out. I got this one right here, so I tried getting this one right here, did not work out either. I also got missed because I'm also looking at other pairs, guys, so you know I got missed here as well. And like I said, I could have readjusted it and possibly gotten in, but it's fine. So as you can see, from here down here, didn't really have much of a sweep of any liquidity, not really much fair value gaps, but I can still trade, which is amazing thing about this strategy is you don't need to have all these crazy confluences. All you need to do is trade with the trend and you'll be good to go. So as you can see here, we kept having breaks of structures towards the downside, which makes it so much easier, man. Let's see, I tried copying this. So here you had a break structure down here, had another break of structure here, break structure, break of structure, break of structure. So I thought it's a no-brainer. Set my setup on this pullback right here, down here, price tapped in, and then finally came down to TP. Very easy, very simple, guys. Now obviously this strategy is not 100% win rate. I'm going to show you one trade that I took that turned out to be a loss, and I'm going to explain why. Okay, so for this setup, as you can see here, we're in Euro USD. And we were slightly bearish, but overall we were bullish. So what did we have here? We had a change in state of delivery, barely broke through it, and then finally we also had this tiny break of structure. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna set up my fib from here and then anchor it up here. Well, turns out price needed to sweep some more liquidity. Turns out it was trying to sweep this little bit right there. I wish I would have known that, because I probably would have been able to have saved myself by anchoring it down here. The problem is I would not have gotten tapped in. So either way I would have lost. And even if you guys were trading this strategy and you anchored your fib from here or even down here, whether you lost or didn't get tapped in, it's perfectly fine, guys. It's perfectly fine. This is part of trading. You win some, you lose some. You just have to have the mentality for it, okay? You cannot give up. Now, if you have any more questions on this strategy, you can look at it. It's in the description down below. And if you want, leave your comments, your questions in the comment section or join the Discord. I'm also pretty active there. And if you want to just learn more about it, and if you want more in-depth videos on it, let me know what is it in particular that you want to know about the strategy itself, okay? And I'll do my best to make videos on them. And if you have any other video suggestions, please let me know and I'll take a look at it. So with that being said, guys, that's all I have for you. Take care, trade smart, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.